to do lots of pictures. And so hopefully that will resonate with the participants, and then all the different hotels.
Wonderful. I understand the participants have already joined and there are many more joining in.
Okay.
Hello.
I will just start with the introduction regarding the
Sure.
same.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So a warm welcome, everybody. My name is Sanskriti Namjoshi, and I'm the Talent Search Manager at Placement International. I would like to thank you all for taking the time today to join us for the webinar of White Lodging Properties. Before we get started, I do have a couple of quick notes to mention. First of all, know that everyone on this call is muted, so we shouldn't have to worry about any background noise interrupting the presentation. Secondly, we will have time for question and answer at the end of the webinar. So if you have any questions, you will be able to share with us and we will ensure to answer as many as we can. Thirdly, we will be recording this webinar, so you do not have to worry about missing on any details. After the webinar concludes, we will be sending out a follow-up message with useful details, next steps, and the link of the recording. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Andrea Fennessy. She's the Talent Acquisition Consultant at the White Lodging Properties. Andrea will be sharing useful insights with you about the unique brands of Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, and the collection of properties which are providing multiple J1 opportunities to our candidates. Over to you, Andrea.
Wonderful. Well, Sanskriti, thank you so much for allowing me to speak to your participants today and candidates. Thank you very much for taking the time today. I'm really excited to be here to have the chance to talk with you a little bit about White Lodging. I'll give you some general information about the company itself and the properties that we're hiring J1s for. I want to show you lots of great pictures of our iconic hotels, and then we'll dive deep into some of the unique opportunities that White Lodging can offer to you for your J1 program. So just a little bit about me before we get started. I worked with Fairmont Hotels and Resorts for about 15 years before joining White Lodging. I've been with the company for almost 3 years, and I have the unique opportunity to work with reputable recruitment and placement companies such as Placement International. I probably have the best job. I get to meet with wonderful, talented, international candidates each and every day and place them with some of our amazing, luxurious hotels and restaurants in the US. So let's get started. I'd love to tell you a little bit more about White Lodging. White Lodging is a company of hospitalitarians. It's a really long term, but essentially that means that we bring the virtue of hospitality to life, and we deliver memorable experiences for our guests. It's a tall order, but we're here to help and create an environment where our associates and where our guests can thrive. Here are some details about White Lodging. When it was founded, we are a family-owned private company. We have deep franchise relationships, as San said, with Marriott, JW Marriott included, Kimpton, Hyatt, and Hilton. And of course, I know many of those brands are well recognized and well known in your countries as well. And we are one of the country's largest privately held hospitality companies, and we focus exclusively on this segment. Well, let's walk through some statistics. We operate franchise hotels under Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt, as well as Kimpton brands. In addition, we operate a collection of luxury ranches called the Brush Creek Ranch. We are different than our competitors by the markets that we operate in. We operate in exclusively urban destinations, so not rural, but city properties rather. And we also operate, and we're different than our competitors in terms of the experience that we provide. Not only our associates, our J1s, but of course our guests as well. Every property that we operate has a food and beverage concept that supports not only our guest needs, but locals as well. So you'll find in many of our hotels, of course, we host our hotel guests and our restaurants, but so many of our neighbors in the cities that we operate in support our concepts as well. We have a lot of great market leading rooftop bars and also some independently branded restaurants, which were started by White Lodging. From a size perspective, we're $1 billion company plus with more than 5,000 associates. We value diversity, and we're proud to say that more than half of our associates are women across the country. I mentioned that we operate in hotels in urban markets, and we've really narrowed our focus to be exclusively on developing and managing a portfolio of highly curated urban and lifestyle properties that deliver exceptional service and award-winning food and beverage experiences. I'll be sure to show you what we mean by this. So as I said, we operate in some of the best cities to live in and to visit. And in the majority of our markets, we have multiple hotels that are concentrated in the city's downtown area. So I know there are so many of you that are interested in living in a city, in a downtown city property, and to be able to have access to other White Lodging hotels is a real benefit for you. So you can see here some of the locations in which White Lodging operates. Some of them you may recognize: Austin, Texas, maybe Denver, Colorado for its amazing Rocky Mountains, maybe Charlotte, North Carolina. But for many of you, these are very new locations. I encourage you to look at this map and see which ones really resonate with you. Why is this good for associates? Why is it good to have these different brands in so many locations? You can grow your hospitality career and try new roles all in one place. You don't have to change companies or necessarily move in order to grow your career. So those are some of the benefits of having these franchises under one name, under the White Lodging name. Let me tell you about why it's called White Lodging. White Lodging, it came from our founder, whose name is Bruce White. Bruce White. Here is Bruce, is a picture of him with his cowboy hat on. Apparently he loves great steak, loved great steak, and lived in Brush Creek Ranch in Wyoming with his wife. They have 3 adult children who are all involved in the business operations and have worked their way from housekeeping to management. Most unfortunately, Bruce White did pass away last year, but his legacy certainly lives on. As I mentioned, it's a family-owned company, and he has a mission that's intended to bridge generations as the business grows. Really, the key is not that it's not a company that's necessarily looking to flip or sell to the highest bidder. We're here for the long haul, and really it's about stability. The founder's mission is to be a sustainable, multi-generational, family-controlled company that's recognized by its associates, its guests, and key partners as the very best at what we do. I don't know if that resonates with you, but it certainly does with you, being recognized as the very best in what we do. Our vision is to create a company that lasts forever. However aspirational that might be, it clearly says that we need to think always about the long term and make decisions the same way. For our associates, absolutely. For our guests, undoubtedly. And of course, for our owners. Unlike many of our publicly traded competitors, as a family-owned company, we aren't sort of foreboding to shareholders or quarterly meetings. So I want to just pause for a moment and have you get a little bit more acquainted with our diverse workforce and the energy and the relationships and support they provide to each other each and every day. So I'm going to play this short video for you now. Wonderful. I can't help but like tap my fingers and my toes when I hear that song and certainly see the vibrant nature of our hotels, so much diversity, some wonderful food and beverage concepts. I'm not sure, maybe you can see yourself working in one of those restaurants or environments as well. I'd like to just briefly tell you about what makes us unique as White Lodging associates. Our values really make us unique. There are promises. They're really the foundation of White Lodging. Our values are to be strategic, and that means that we know who we are and where we want to go. We're disciplined in managing risk and maximizing value for our guests as well. And we organize ourselves around our priorities and execute against them. So being strategic is really understanding who we are and where we want to go. We pursue excellence relentlessly, means that we hold ourselves accountable to consistently deliver disciplined execution on a shift-to-shift basis. So we're really holding ourselves accountable to deliver amazing service each and every shift. Another value is that we live genuine care. We are compassionate people. We are respectful, we're polite to each other, to our guests, and to our neighbors in the communities in which we serve. We embrace growth. Growth is really in our DNA. We take pride and invest in the development of our people and our hotels. We build from a foundation of strength and hard work. So this is an amazing value, especially as you're looking to come on this great J1 adventure, is that we really embrace growth. We take pride in the development of our people. And so the final one is we are ethical, we are honest, we act with integrity, we lead by example, and we treat each other with dignity and respect. Our promises to our associates is to create an environment that allows you to be your best self and grow through ongoing training, development, and mentorship. This speaks absolutely directly to the J1 program. We want to allow you an opportunity to to showcase your talents and your strengths. And meanwhile, we're there to develop and grow you to ensure that you have the tools and resources that you need in order to be successful. And the promise to our owners is to protect and maximize the value of every asset. The promise we have to our guests is to be the cleanest, the friendliest, and most experiential hospitality choice. That's how we set ourselves apart from other hotels in our industry. Not to brag at all, but we have so many wonderful awards, from the Best Hotel of 2021 to the Gallup's Exceptional Workplace Award, which I think is really something to highlight and to be excited about. So here's just a selection of some of the most significant awards. These awards are significant as they really help to position White Lodging and our properties along with the best of the best. So just to highlight a couple, the Hotel Distill in Louisville was named one of the 10 best new hotels by USA Today when it opened. Brush Creek Ranch continues to be high on the list of the Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast World's Best Awards. We'll speak about Purdue Union Club was named the best boutique hotel, which is a huge accomplishment for a university hotel. And overall, White Lodging was also named one of the top companies for guest satisfaction from J.D. Power and Associates, which I'm sure as hospitalitarians and hospitality folks here, you know all about J.D. Power and Associates. So hospitalitarian, as I said, is a bit of a unique word here. So I want to help to break it down. What are we looking for when we are seeking to hire, whether it's associates or, you know, J1 candidates as well? We say that White Lodging is a company of hospitalitarians, and it's a big word, but what it does mean and how it translates to an individual is that it brings the value of hospitality to life. Someone who, you know, in their DNA feels good by making other people feel good. I hope you can relate to that. So many of you have told me in the past, you know, you feel great when you see the smile on a guest face, and that's really what we're looking for. People who in their DNA feel good by making other people feel good. Everything we do is aimed to create the grit, the heart, and the skills to build a company of hospitalitarians. When I say the grit, we really want to be the best of the best. The heart, we believe that passionate people are the most successful, both in their personal lives as well as at work. And through this genuine care and a deep passion for people, we really work to build each other and our communities up and invest in causes that capture our imagination and advance our communities. And the final thing is about the skills that we expect extraordinary things for from our associates. You know, we set expectations and then we expect that you achieve them along with the support and guidance of your leadership team. We provide you with tools to help empower you to make great decisions. And from really the first day until the last, our training and development programs are in place to enable you to achieve your best and to grow in your career. When I spoke to you earlier about our focus on urban locations with award-winning food and beverage, I really meant it. We've got 40 plus different food and beverage concepts, and this should be very exciting for all of you culinary and food and beverage front of the house people. So these are some of the concepts that White Lodging offers to, of course, both its guests as well as to its communities here. We've got rooftop bars. We've got amazing steakhouses. Really, we have a place for all culinary curiosities. We are one of the single largest operators of rooftop bars in the country. You know, our rooftops aren't only for the views. Of course, they are beautiful, but they are market-leading, award-winning destinations for unforgettable food and drink, whether you are local or just visiting. And you can see on the slide the kudos our rooftops have received in the press. So when you go onto some of our websites as well, you'll see some of these great reviews from our guests. You can see we like our food and our drink at White Lodging, but let's just briefly highlight some of our recent hotel developments. So the JW Marriott Charlotte, which you'll see in front of you, was completed in 2021 and is the first hotel for White Lodging in the city of North Carolina. It's also the first JW property in the Carolinas. The hotel features a full day spa, 3 unique food and beverage offerings. It offers a steakhouse, an oyster bar, and of course, an award-winning rooftop restaurant as well. So that's a JW Marriott Charlotte in North Carolina, which, as I said, was a recent build in 2021. The Austin Marriott Downtown is one of 12 hotels that we have in Austin. It's immediately adjacent to the convention center and features 4 food and beverage outlets. We mentioned Zanzibar, but you'll also find Korean restaurant, The Lobbyist, and Loaf and Vine. Some of our current and upcoming developments, we love our growth, obviously, and we've got 4 world-class projects coming up. I'm going to talk with you in another slide about a couple of our properties in San Antonio that have just opened up this year and maybe opportunities for J1s to do their placement at as well. So the first one is a completely transformed 4 Seasons property, which is now the Otis in San Antonio. It will have an indoor bar. It has a pool and cabanas. This one opened in January of 2024. And it's got some great restaurant concepts, a full day spa. So it's got all the amenities, and certainly for a J1 to work at a newly opened hotel is quite a great experience. Now here's another hotel that will be open in August of 2024. We will be hiring starting later this year and early next year for some placements at the Kimpton. We're going to be opening our first Kimpton hotel. It'll feature, of course, a rooftop bar, a pool that overlooks this a beautiful park called the Hemisphere Park. There's going to be a steakhouse, and there will be 360 luxury appointed rooms. So this will be quite a sight and quite a lovely property to work at as well. So let's talk a little bit about what we offer our associates. I mean, obviously, besides beautiful work environments, we offer great pay and benefits as well. So at White Lodging, we've created a space where you can thrive. The commitment to ongoing career development is not only in our value of we embrace growth, which I spoke about in an earlier slide, but it's also in our very own associate promise of creating an environment that allows you to be your best self and grow through ongoing training, development, and mentorship. So this is a real promise to you. So when we look at the J1 program itself, so we've done a general overview of White Lodging, so you really understand a little bit more about our company and where we've come from and our expectations. I want to now share with you and go into a lot of detail about the J1 program, which is the reason you're all here today. So for the J1 program, we offer training options in the front office, in rooms division, in front of house food and beverage, in culinary, and then in some of our hotels, some of our smaller hotels, we offer a hotel rotation, which is a rotation typically through front office, food and beverage, and housekeeping. So those are our training options. I want to tell you just a little bit of an overview of the program. So it's an average of 32 to 40 hours per week. I mean, we say that's an average. I would say sort of typically 40 hours per week. In the US, it's typically that you would work 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts. And so that would equal approximately 40 hours a week. There would be opportunities for overtime. This would be optional. However, we don't want you to work 50 and 60 hours per week because we want to ensure that you have balance in your J1 program and that you're able to really experience all of the cultural aspects to the city that you're living in as well. So average of 32 to 40 hours per week. This is a rotational program, so it really gives you the benefit of working in at least 3 to 4 different positions in your 12 months. You'll be able to rotate, work with different associates, work under different leadership, work in different departments so that you really get the full aspect and full understanding of the operation in which you'll be working at. For those of you who are trainees, there will be a supervisory aspect or exposure at the end of the rotation. And as I mentioned, these are all 12-month placements. So for those who are interested in front office and rooms division, we offer both plans because some hotels, some participants are very interested in learning just about the front office and its operations. So we offer rotations then in front desk, at your service, which is our communications department. We offer a rotation in night audit, guest services, and concierge. And then again, for those trainees, there would be supervisory exposure as well. So how rooms differs from front office is that it includes a housekeeping rotation as well as either an inspector or a supervisor. So this really just gives you a great perspective of the rooms division operation. If you're looking to work in rooms division, be a hotel manager, you know, down the line sometime, you know, rooms division is really a great opportunity for you to learn about the front desk as well as housekeeping during your 12-month program. So for all those foodies there, we've got the service side of things. So those are your front of house. If you are interested in doing any sort of service, we have casual dining restaurant rotations, in-room dining operations, fine dining restaurant operations, as well as banquets, which is a huge portion of our many of our hotels' food and beverage operations. So you typically will rotate through at least 3 of these different departments within your 12 months. And of course, for those trainees, there's an amazing opportunity for some supervisory exposure, typically towards the end of your program. So that's front of the house. I just wanted to highlight as well, for service, we don't offer bartending. We won't do a rotation as a hostess. We won't do a rotation as a busser or a buffet attendant or anything of that nature. That these are really service positions where you would be a server in a casual in-room dining, fine dining, or banquets operation. So just want you to understand that we will not be offering rotations, for example, in bartending or hostessing. This is really sort of to elevate your experience and your schooling and to give you a real sense of what it's like to work in a food and beverage operation. Of course, there's the culinary aspect of things, and I think this is where the training plans vary the most, and it really just depends on where your interests lie as well as what the hotel likes to offer. But here are some of the most common rotations: garde manger, service standards and meat department, sauce department. You'll often rotate through a restaurant, a banquet kitchen, a display kitchen. And then again, for those who are trainees, there would be this opportunity for supervisory exposure as well. So again, for culinary, for service, you're looking at least 3 different rotations. And for the trainees, there's that supervisory phase at the end. Is anyone excited about this? I mean, these are great opportunities. All right, let's talk about some of our locations. I had to flash up some beautiful pictures and talk with you about your training locations, because it's not just about the position that you will be working in. It's really about experiencing the culture of the US. And in the US, it's certainly not the same from one coast to the next. As I said, there's mountains and there's water and there's warm weather and there's sort of 4 seasons environments as well. So there's many different training locations, and I wanted to get you excited by showing you some pictures and telling you a little bit about the hotels. So at this time, we have 9 different locations in which we're offering the J1 program. Here are the locations themselves. Colorado, so for those of you who don't know, it's really the sort of the Rocky Mountain region. Not that you can really see from the photos that I've included here, but it's you can see the mountains from the hotels. The Le Méridien Autograph Collection Hotel Denver is 272 rooms. It's a boutique hotel that's situated in downtown Denver, and it's really just in the heart of the city. It's just moments away from different cultural centers, from local art galleries, so many different opportunities for you to explore the city. There's also a Hyatt branded hotel here, the Hyatt House, Hyatt Place, Denver Downtown. It's 113 guest rooms in the heart of downtown. Again, a beautiful view of the Rocky Mountains. It's just 2 blocks away from the convention center, and minutes away from lots of different shopping, award-winning restaurants, live sports, local brew pubs, and a lively theater district. So for those of you who are interested in photography and mountaineering, trekking, anything of that nature, then Colorado would be a great place for you to explore. Who doesn't love the Indy 500 car race? So that is where this race is located, in Indiana. And we have got 3 amazing hotels that are located in the state of Indiana. The Indianapolis Marriott Downtown is 650 guest rooms. It has a huge amount of meeting space, and it has access through a skywalk to a mall and also to the convention center. It is very close to the local stadium, also to the Indianapolis Zoo, and great spaces and places to walk. The JW Marriott Indianapolis has over 1,000 guest rooms. It's one of the largest JW Marriotts in the world, and it's recognized by Condé Nast as the top Midwest hotel. It's quite a sight. It's the one right in the middle there. It's located in central downtown. It's close to all the state parks. It's a perfect place to explore Indianapolis. And interestingly, the JW Marriott Indianapolis and the Indianapolis Marriott Downtown are just a stone's throw away from each other. So you can actually see the one hotel from the other. Kind of neat. Purdue Union Club was named the best boutique hotel of 2021. This iconic property was built in phases from 1929 actually to 1953. And it was built as an addition to the university. The Union Club Hotel is now a part of Marriott's Autograph Collection and is the only university student-run autograph hotel in the world. So it's pretty interesting concept. It's got a great sort of mesh and fusion between sort of old historical and sort of this new modern vibe as well. So check out the photos online of the Union Club Hotel at Purdue University. Now I had to put the horse races in here. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Kentucky Derby. It's quite a thing in the US, so I had to put a picture of horses here as well. But aside from great horses and this great adventure, Kentucky also boasts 2 amazing hotels. The Louisville Marriott Downtown is a hotel of 616 guest rooms. It's located in the heart of Bourbon City. It has really sophisticated amenities and also a connection via the skywalk to the convention center as well. So it gets lots of convention business. So for those food and beverage and culinary folks, this is maybe a hotel to have a look at here. The Hotel Distill Louisville. So that's the photo on the left here. For the second year in a row, the Hotel Distill has been recognized as a AAA 4-diamond hotel. It opened in 2019 and features 205 amazing guest rooms and suites. There's over 15,000 square feet of meeting and event space. It has got an amazing award-winning steakhouse as well, Fire Oaks Steakhouse, and it has an amazing menu. So great boutique hotel there located in the heart of Louisville, Kentucky. New Jersey. So we've got two hotels there, the Marriott Teaneck and the Hampton Inn Homewood Suites. The Marriott Teaneck has 345 guest rooms. It's close to all the action of New York City for those who dream of going to New York. This is a great property as well. The hotel in Teaneck is a short drive really to Manhattan and all of the stadiums and culture that's in New York. The Hampton is 190 guest rooms. It's just a short drive away from Yankee Stadium, and also nearby shops and dining establishments. So it's a great hotel here as well. And of course, location is everything in New Jersey. North Carolina, I flashed some great photos there earlier in the presentation. So North Carolina boasts our JW Marriott Charlotte with 381 guest rooms, amazing suites, spacious accommodations. They have floor-to-ceiling windows, which feature fantastic views here. It is centrally located across from the Charlotte Convention Center. And it includes 24-hour fitness center, a spa by JW, an executive lounge. It's got one of those amazing rooftop restaurants and a pool. It's got a steakhouse, an oyster bar. Is anyone excited about this property? So North Carolina, the JW Marriott Charlotte is a fantastic property here as well. In Tennessee, we have 3 different hotels, 2 Hyatts and a Marriott. So the Hyatt Knoxville has 165 guest rooms. People say they love staying at the Hyatt Place Knoxville. They love it for its service, the rooftop bar, its great food, fantastic drinks. There's also a ton of restaurants and bars within just 5 minutes of the hotel. So it's a great sort of food and beverage city. The Hyatt Place Nashville downtown has 255 guest rooms. The guests have said they totally enjoyed the feel of Hyatt Place in Nashville. It's rustically decorated lobby. It's got sliding barn doors and sort of like this vintage feel. So a really sort of interesting concept there as well. The Marriott Nashville on the right side there has 301 guest rooms. The Marriott Nashville, it's at Vanderbilt University, and it's located adjacent to the campus. So another kind of university hotel, very interesting concept here. It's a short distance to the stadium, to the parks. Tennessee is considered music city. So for anyone who loves music, this would be a great city either to work in, or certainly when you're in the US, you'd want to come and visit Nashville for that. And Texas, we have 6 hotels in Texas that are seeking J1s to do their placement. And I've listed them here. They all have sort of a different personality. And so I just wanted to walk through the sort of the different properties here to give you a sense of the differences and sort of similarities between them. So the first one is the Otis or Autograph Collection Hotel Austin. Smaller hotel at 156 guest rooms, but the interesting feature here is that all guest rooms are decorated with vinyl record players. They've got local art and campus-inspired design, so very sort of artistic, musical, creative type of hotel. These thoughtful touches really showcase Austin's love for music, for the locals, and for nearby universities. The Austin Marriott downtown features over 600 iconic guest rooms, including 25 stunning suites. It's got a rooftop pool, breathtaking views, a 2-level lobby bar, a signature restaurant. It's got Korean and a rooftop tropical bar with tiki cocktails. So a great hotel here in the heart of Austin. The Aloft Austin downtown has 278 guest rooms. It is really unique in that it's a pet-friendly hotel, just steps away really from some of the best shopping, dining, and entertainment. It's really close to the University of Texas, and it is home to 3 on-site dining options. The Courtyard Residence in Austin downtown has 270 guest rooms. It's actually right across the street from the Austin Convention Center. It's just moments away from the University of Texas, and it's got all the great shopping as well on 6th Street. And all the spaces have recently been renovated, as well as the restaurant has been recently renovated. The 2 Westins, we've got a Westin Austin downtown and a Westin Austin at the Domain. So the downtown has 366 guest rooms. The travel agent Central Readers voted Azul the world's coolest hotel pool. So you might want to check that out. Very cool pool, Westin Austin downtown. It's also a dog-friendly hotel. It offers really exclusive pet-friendly amenities like dog bowls, dog beds, and different dog treats. So if you're an animal lover, this might be a great hotel for you. And the Westin Austin at the Domain has 305 guest rooms. People say they love the location. There's so much to do in this neighborhood. There's great customer service. They're very friendly and helpful. And as I mentioned as well, we've got 2 new hotels in San Antonio, the Plaza, which just opened in January, and then the Kimpton, which will open in August. So that makes 8 hotels in Texas. Lots of options there as well. We've got just 2 remaining in Virginia. We've got the Richmond Marriott downtown, 413 guest rooms. People say that the associates are so friendly and that they always have a great time. There's so many great entertainment opportunities here and restaurants. People say they love the service and the food was amazing, and it's really just such a short distance from the entertainment district in Richmond, Virginia. And finally, Wisconsin. Probably nobody has heard of the state before, but we've got a really great hotel here called the Westin Milwaukee Downtown. It, of course, again, is conveniently located in the heart of downtown. It's a central location, so you can, have easy access to all the area's hot spots, whether you want to take a skywalk over to the, to the US Bank Center, go on a brewery tour, or take a scenic walk on or a tour of Lake Michigan. Really, there's something for everyone to do here in Milwaukee. Stella Van Buren is an Italian steakhouse with a menu developed by James Beard Award nominee, and it was recognized as Milwaukee's best steaks in 2017 and a best new restaurant in 2018. So it's got lots of local media awards as well. So great little location in Wisconsin. So just to kind of round up this presentation, I want to talk with you a little bit about some of the benefits of being a J1, either intern or trainee at one of our amazing properties. Of course, when you arrive, we will make sure that you have airport pickup, that you will be able to arrive from the airport and safely arrive to the hotel. We will provide you with 2 weeks in the hotel upon your arrival. So that will really give you a chance to sort of settle in, acclimatize often to the climate a time zone change, and just give you a chance to settle in before your training begins. Prior to your arrival in the US, and many people ask about that, we will provide you with housing leads and support. So of course, we do expect that you will find your own housing in the US, but we will provide you with a list of leads, so contact information, that you can begin your search in advance of your arrival. And of course, when you're in the US, if you need anything at all in terms of support, letters, the HR department is there to help support you in terms of finding safe, affordable, and convenient housing in the city. We'll also provide you assistance in getting a social security card and setting up a bank account. I sort of alluded to all the amazing cultural activities that there are in our cities. This absolutely is an opportunity for you to train in some iconic hotels in the US. There's no doubt that you will grow professionally in your career during your J1 program. But I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that this is a cultural program as well, probably equally as important as that professional growth and development. Is really the personal perspective that you really gain through involving yourself in different cultural activities. So the hotel will offer different cultural activities throughout the year, but they'll also provide you just with information about different activities that are happening throughout the city, and really encourage you to be part of those, so that this is a real holistic experience for you. And you will have a certificate that you'll be able to take back home with you as well, to say that you successfully completed the program, which I think will help you in terms of furthering your career in your home country. So some of the associate benefits: complimentary room nights after 6 months. How amazing is this? I'm just telling you about some of the hotels that we have in some of our states, but you will have complimentary room nights, which means that you can travel throughout the US seeing some of these amazing sites. And after 6 months, you get complimentary room nights, which means free. You will receive discounted hotel nights upon hire, though. You will also receive paid time off. So if you want to travel throughout the US after 90 days, you will receive paid time off. We have some amazing recognition programs that really help to highlight some amazing and exceptional service experiences. And so we do an association of the month, of the quarter, of the year, and J1s absolutely are able to receive these amazing awards as well. And we have these great recognition programs, which are sort of different for each hotel, but really offer an opportunity for you to highlight some of your talents and your skills throughout your J1 program. So I asked some of our current J1s if they would share with me some phrases, some thoughts about their J1 experience so far. And you can see it's all about wonderful people, the team, empowerment, the work culture. It's about developing skills. So I just wanted to share with you some testimonials from some recent J1s that are doing their program here. Wonderful. I'm going to let Sanskriti just talk about maybe the process, and I'm absolutely here for any questions and answers. I'll maybe pass this over to you now, Sans.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for this wonderful insight about not only each property, but also about each location in terms of what they have to offer the candidates for their social and professional journey in USA for the J1 program. I would also like to open the floor for candidates to ask questions via the message so that we can, address the same. I did see a few of them which asked how can they apply. So all you have to do is register at the Placement International website. If this is something that you've already done, then I'm sure one of my colleagues will get in touch with you. Andrea and myself, we will be conducting interviews over the next few weeks so that we can have some wonderful candidates join these properties. And if there are any more questions, please feel free to drop a message on the message section I do see a lot of candidates and students sending messages that they're highly interested to apply. So I'm sure you will have a lot of students to meet. And interestingly, they come from around the globe. There's also a question regarding an age limit. So the age limit is nothing as of now. It completely depends on the eligibility. And if you are not aware whether you're eligible for the program or not, then Placement International will be able to help you in understanding what eligibility criteria do you set in. Same goes for the visa charges as well. We also accept candidates who want to go for the second J1 program. So it's not a one-time option. Like Andrea had mentioned, that there are opportunities to do supervisory roles as well if they already have done a certain J1 program. So we can assist regarding the same as well. Yes, most of the comments that I see in the section are mentioning that, they're highly keen on meeting you and applying for these wonderful properties. I think it did boost their, interest as well, with, different sort of brands that White Lodging has to offer. In terms of time frame, candidates are asking. So just to give you an idea, it does take a couple of months, but once you are in the process, we do fast track the visa process. We look into it personally. You'll have your own visa specialist as well. And I see a chef saying that he has 9 years of work experience and for sure you're eligible. So if you have work experience or you are a recent graduate, you're very most welcome to register with us so that we can, invite you for an interview. There is also a question with regards to the accommodation. So like Miss Andrea had mentioned, your accommodation will be provided to you on arrival for the first 2 weeks, which will be taken care by the property itself. They will also do an airport pickup for you. So you need not worry. Once you land, they will take care of you for sure. All right, so all those who would want to know how they can apply and in terms of the J1 program fees, like I mentioned, you can register with us so that you can start, completing your profile and then also get invited for an interview. And if you're confused about your eligibility, our team members will be able to assist you regarding the same. Wonderful. Thank you so much for everybody for being here today with us, and especially Miss Andrea to informing us about such wonderful opportunities. And by any chance, if any one of you has joined late, need not worry. We have the same video uploaded on the YouTube as well, right after this webinar ends. So you can go and refer to all the information about the properties, the benefits that you were not able to, look into. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Sons.